Hello everybody and welcome to this review of Ocarina of Time for the Nintendo Switch Online emulator. No, it's actually not an emulator because I don't think Nintendo likes that word very much. No, I am not watching this opening cutscene because I have watched it 5 million times. I am on my phone. People really don't like N64 graphics, and that's completely correct. That's correct. You are correct to not like these graphics, but also that's completely wrong, and you're wrong all the time. All I have to say is that there's a couple really cool art pieces in this game that I will talk about later. Just get ready, there's gonna be some really cool art pieces in this game. It's a very pretty game. Even though it's a just a weird looking game, it's still a very, very pretty game. Now this part really messed me up as a kid. Like that animation where his see, it wasn't that much. It was a very subtle animation, but it really got to me when I was younger. Like the sapping, this movement up his body of the grayness overcoming him. And I remember not only just being like, wow, that was crazy, but just standing there for maybe a solid minute after he was he had turned that color, and I was like, well, I don't know if this game's kind of crazy. I don't think that this is appropriate for me. But yeah, I have a cool thing I want to show you guys. So you just gotta stand here, and it'll do this weird thing. And then you're up here, right? And you get a red rupee. Woo, let's go. But then look. Look at that thing in the distance. I'm gonna zoom in on it so you guys can see it. It's not rendered completely. It's a weird outline of it. This is the art thing I was talking about earlier. You can call this a little piece of art, you know? I really like just looking at different pieces of a video game, objects and pictures and faraway things, and being like, that right there, that's a screenshot, you know? And also, I kind of hate the Jooshrs logo. I'm gonna be real with you guys. This is a little bit of a tangent, but I don't really want to have the Jooshrs logo anymore, so I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna change it to that cool piece of artwork number 2. Look at this castle. Look at that. Look at that. That's really, really cool. So it's good to sit here and take in the sights of this weird almost an SNES screenshot in the distance, you know? It's kind of nice to sit here and appreciate the sound without it being drowned out by you know, give me a chicken. I think, you know, there's a distinct lack of me talking about this version versus the other version. I mean, there's a whole lot of videos online about that, and obviously it's not there isn't really a main focus with my reviews. I kind of just ramble a little bit, and I think they're kind of fun. But for this version of the game, I'd say it's honestly, there really isn't anything that this version has on other versions of this game. If we're talking visuals, I'd say that probably the WiiWare version's probably a little bit better. Just because I like what they do with the fog in those versions. There's definitely a it's not right when you hit it's not right when your stick hits the side of the controller. There's a little bit of a delay to it, you know? But when a company does not care, so truly does not care about their games, that they kind of release them in not the best perfect version that could be ever experienced, and they just kind of slap it together in a decent emulation, you know? You should have no problem being this isn't the definitive way to experience the game, so I'm gonna emulate it, you know? I am in a terrible place. Ooh, Josh for the win. Let's go. You want to see a funny thing? So everybody has something to say about this courtyard, and we've seen everything that other people have to seen, you know? But this is something you've never seen before. Whoa, he just teleported onto the top of that flower. Because normally, you gotta go through that animation. But when you're over here, you just teleport onto the flower. Screw the people that talk about the paintings over here Or the people that are like, hey, hit this window and then this will happen. Hey, don't cause any trouble. And it's a bomb and you're like, bomb! And then you're like, oh gosh, better run away. Who cares about that? Let's talk about these flowers, am I right? I like all the bold camera movements. It's really interesting how they, like, in these sorts of cutscenes, how they integrate different camera angles. That's something I never noticed. Like, I can appreciate that. How it's even, like, even though it's like just a long freaking cutscene, it has different camera angles, which makes it kind of fun and cool and fun. Can I walk up these? I doubt I can. Can I? Oh my god! Hold the phone. Wait a minute. I wanna run up this. What? I can't believe I never thought about this when I was a kid. Oh, I went through the floor. Did you see that? Wow. What a little turn of events that was. All right. Welcome to the part of the video where Josh is gonna essentially drink this bubbly. So I've been playing this game basically until this part of the game where you're kind of gotta go into this funny man's mouth, and I got some things I want to say. So the first issue that I want to talk about is with there's weird audio sort of like glitches. It's really weird, and it's not really like a huge deal, but I'll play you this weird clip and I'll show you what's kind of going on here. It doesn't happen incredibly often, but there's this sort of warbling effect to it. And it's not always like one particular like audio clip or a particular or a piece of music in the game. It essentially happens, like, I've heard it randomly throughout, like, just like background music. I've heard it when like opening menus and stuff. It definitely doesn't happen too often, but throughout my time playing it, it's definitely just something I've just kind of noticed. Okay, on to input delay. I mentioned this before, but I want to go into a little bit more detail about it because there's a really good way, if you have the software already, if you've already paid the overlords at Nintendo for this crazy, awesome software. Awesome. Then there's a pretty good game that you can compare this to, because I've been playing the heck out of Mario Tennis, like way more Mario Tennis than I'd ever expect myself to. More Mario Tennis to the point where I'd be embarrassed to admit how much Mario Tennis I've been playing. Just an ungodly amount of Mario Tennis. And it plays really smoothly. Like, I would be very surprised if there were input delay. It just feels super good to play. Obviously, I am just a human that can kind of play a game and be like, oh, this feels really good to play. But like, I had that sensation, that really really fleshed out sort of like lagless game feel when I was playing Mario Tennis. Here's a clip of me playing Mario Tennis just for background. It's a funny clip, so you know, just watch it and enjoy it.
Fine.
Okay, so here's something that's kind of beyond just like kind of the Nintendo Switch version of this game, but something that I very quickly realized upon my replay through is that I just don't like the dungeons in this game very much, especially the first 3. I actually kind of like the Deku Tree. Like, I've played it so much and it's not that long, so I've kind of developed a sort of appreciation of the Great Deku Tree, but also it's not like the funnest part of the game. And like the Fire Temple, not that fun. This temple kind of blows. I really enjoy the parts that happen in between all the dungeons. Like, I love all of the Hyrule Castle stuff, even though like even the guard section I like traveling between different areas, like going through all the different like little pathways to get to where the dungeons are, going through all the different cities. Freaking like the forest village. I can't believe I'm blanking on the name right now. Korok? No. Kakariko Village? No, that's a different one. But yeah, like going through Kakariko Village, going through the tree village, going through the water, like the water area. Like, I'm really bad with names, but like I love that. I love like talking to all the people, and I love like seeing the different environments and doing all the mini games, you know? But the dungeons themselves, I don't like a whole lot. I think combat is fun. For the most part, I think it's fun. It can be kind of irritating at times, but for the most part, movement is very fluid. Combat is very fun. But also, I don't want to do combat all the time. I never am looking forward to the bosses of these different areas. I'm never really looking forward to any part of it. I don't have very many things that I look forward to in this game that are related to dungeons. I think the reason why that is because something I really love about this game is just the atmosphere in general. Like, I had a whole weird moment of me just looking at different things in the background and being like, wow, art. And this game has that sort of like, what's it called? I definitely would consider it along the lines of nostalgia, you know? Like, I definitely consider that like a great part of me enjoying this game is 100% nostalgia. And not nostalgia for, god dang it, man. Throw her into that. Yo, I didn't think that was gonna work, huh? Wait, can I throw Ruto at these things? I have never... Oh my god. That is so funny. How you can pick Ruto up right as something attacks you and it just auto kills it. That's really, really funny. I now think this dungeon's slightly more fun now that throwing Ruto is a game function. Why you put this in a children's game? This is disgusting. It's also that's not even a fun idea for a mini boss or anything like that. Nice. Okay, we do not have that much more dungeon left to go through. This dungeon is all right. I don't know why it always took me 10 years to get through this dungeon when I was a child. Probably because I was a child. I always act so surprised when I realize that I am now a more developed person than I was like 15 years ago. Why does Nintendo have a thing with hitting enemies in the butthole? I feel like more often than not, instead of hitting, like, it's either an eyeball or it's a butthole. And I think they've done it so many times that honestly somebody on the dev team's probably into it. Into the boss room. Okay, this dungeon isn't half bad. All right, because I remember this. I remember this boss specifically actually being kind of fun. Just freaking stupid and dumb because this entire dungeon's premise is stupid and dumb. But the fact that you throw Ruto into things is fun. And I like throwing the boomerang when it works. Throw the boomerang. Oh god, this may take a couple tries for me to figure this one out. Uh-oh. I hit my mic, but that's fine. Let's go. It's so disgusting. Oh my god. This game is just, Alright, let's go do all of the spiritual stone. Oh man, we got a long ways to go. We have to go back to the Princess Zelda and... Josh, can you hear me? This is me, Zelda. I'm communicating to you through my ham radio. You can catch me on the station radio 88.7 FM. The Crunch. My name is Zelda the Crunch. That's my DJ name. I'm spitting Ocarina tunes for you all day long, starting in the morning till the sun song plays and brings us home at night. All right, this is the song that opens the door of time. It goes a little bit like this. It goes like, oh shit. Whoa. Is a golden thing. I didn't get a medal for growing up. Where's my medal for paying taxes? Link, now you gotta start thinking about paying taxes. Oh, this is such a good theme. Oh my god, I love this. Piccolo, can you stop making cat noises for a second? I'm trying to talk about video games. I see you standing there, have the mythical. That just seemed a little too phallic of imagery. I'm sorry. For the last part of this review, I want to talk about the pricing and the overall presentation of this here Nintendo plan. I think that people should buy it if they want to, but also maybe wait to buy it to see if patches come into play that I hope, dear God, that they do come into play. And I hope Nintendo takes some time to kind of flesh out this emulation and flesh out a couple of the weird glitches, like not being able to or they're not even glitches, like not being able to really customize your controls. There's a lot of little things that definitely need a little bit of like I've been talking about quite a bit of the few things, but like you can also look online for all the different other videos that are in much more detail about that. I'll include some in the description probably. Maybe I will, maybe I don't. But overall, I'd say just wait to get the family plan. Like wait to get the expansion pack. Like there really isn't anything that is really wonderful about it. There isn't anything that's really tying me to it. The only reason why I got it was because I wanted to record this video. And also, I didn't seek out buying the expansion pack. I had somebody reach out to me and be like, hey, I'm setting up a family plan. Do you want in on the expansion pack? And I was like, sure, you know. I think it'd be good for making a video and all that jazz. I definitely would not recommend this expansion pack. There's other ways to play the game that are better. And there's other ways to play N64 games that are better. So, yeah, do your own research and emulate some games, my friends. Have a good night, everybody.